This week's TED Talk was by Geoffrey Canada, and it was titled, Our Failing Schools, Enough is Enough. Canada kind of touched on some things like schools were failing kids 50 years ago, and they're still failing kids today. So it prompted him to ask the questions, why do schools use the same curriculum and teaching approach that they used 50 years ago if it's not benefiting our kids? And then he brought up how banks changed their business models, how they used to only be open from 10 to 3, but they changed to better suit their customers. And he also brought up technology has changed over the past 50 years. And if technology can change, why can't our teaching approach? And then he also kind of talked a little bit about how test scores come back at an inopportune time and how it does nothing to help teachers better teach throughout the year. So he even asked the question, why would you not get test scores over Christmas break and then work on improving over the spring semester? And, he also brought up the fact that when inventing technology, nobody stopped because they failed. So why would we stop teaching just because we fail? Why would we stop integrating and updating and modernizing our teaching if just because we have a bad year? Canada may not have given the most polished speech, and he may not have been the best speaker. He did resonate with me a little bit more than some of the other TED Talks that we've watched this semester, just because you can tell that he is really sincere and he really truly cares about his students and all students that might possibly be from the poorer side of the tracks, as he would say. And so, with him being sincere about educating kids and finding this new teaching approach, you can really just see it come out in him. And, if we look at sincerity from a book standpoint, it talks about how sincerity is compared to trustworthiness. And it also goes on to talk about how sincerity alone does not make you sincere. It does not make people think that you are sincere. But it also says that sincerity is the first step to conceiving or convincing others that you are sincere. So definitely sincerity is something that we need to focus on more. And I would rate this TED Talk a 10 out of 10 because of the sincerity that Canada shows towards his students and just towards the education system of America.